Well, kids filled up those backpacks and headed back to school this morning, but thousands of kids who live in Duval County don't have a home to go to after the day is done. First Coast News anchors Lewis Turner and Keitha Nelson look into the homeless kids problem in Duval County.
So it's back to school time for kids in Duval County. Today is the day, Lou.
It is.
Yeah.
Many of us remember that feeling, excitement, as we
Yeah.
head back to see our friends. Some excited to see those teachers, right? Getting back into it. But it also can be a very nerve-wracking experience for some kids. So as you send your little ones off to class today, remember, have a quick chat with them. It's always a good idea, talking about being tolerant of others and overall, just simply being kind.
There are more than 130,000 kids headed to class in Duval County today, and there's a much smaller group of students, some keeping a secret about where they live, what they have, and the simple things that they really want. We're talking about homelessness, which affects about 3,000 children in Duval County Public School System. Children you've likely seen, but perhaps you've never heard from until now.
Surrounded by books, knowledge waiting to be soaked in, Lanaya Puccinelli is excited yet anxious about delving into the 4th grade.
Kind of nervous. What's it going to be like?
She's had a few not so good experiences in the past.
I tried telling them. They told other kids. I literally told them that I lived in a shelter, and they told other kids. And they told other kids.
It's something she's attempted to keep a secret.
It feels kind of embarrassing. Most of them are surprised by that because not many kids, they don't know many kids that live in shelters, so it's like kind of surprising to them.
Lanaya lives in the Sulzbacher Center with her mother, 2 sisters, baby brother, and about 28 other families.
It's temporary. I always try to keep them focused on we're heading to something bigger.
LaShawna Brock's story, her path to homelessness, is a familiar one, filled with regrettable decisions. But her focus is on what's ahead, the direction she keeps her daughter aiming toward, explaining to 9-year-old Lanaya she has nothing to be ashamed of.
Well, we're all people, right? So that doesn't make us any different. But we do have different personalities. That makes us each special.
There are about 82 children living in the center. 52 of them are school-aged. And thanks to Sulzbacher's programs and the community's generosity, each of them received a new outfit for the first day of school, backpacks, and supplies.
We have a lot of children that a lot of people don't realize are sitting right next to them in classes, and they're homeless.
For 9 years, Maxine Ingram has helped kids at Sulzbacher gear up for school, filling them with more than the obvious necessities.
This is just a bump in the road, and my greatest challenge is to get them to think beyond being homeless.
There's more rooms in the back of the house, but it's just like it shows the front.
Lanaya is already looking far beyond her address on East Adams Street. She recently won a contest at the shelter, painting her dream home for the holidays.
The lights are on in the garage because I kind of keep the bird in there.
Sulzbacher certainly isn't her dream home. It's a shared space with strangers often nearby. But there's a lengthy waiting list for families with children wanting to get off the streets and into an unfamiliar bed. A place to get a good night's sleep for the school day ahead.
I'm thankful that I have a place to stay.
We reached out to a few of our local districts to find out how many students are going to class each and every day without the stability of knowing where they'll be sleeping in the coming days, weeks, months. Homelessness is a real problem for thousands of students. In Duval County Public Schools, more than 3,000 students are homeless. St. Johns County, the #1 school district in the state, ended last semester with nearly 900 homeless students. A spokesperson tells me that Hurricane Matthew was a contributing factor in that number. And out in Clay County, they're seeing a slightly higher number of homeless students at 944.